Subscribe to our channel and push the bell icon to get video notifications on your smartphone.
Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, we will learn how to connect C++ code to MySQL database using XAMPP server, and we will also write code in which we can insert into database into MySQL database using C++ code, and we will also fetch data from MySQL database using C++ code. Okay, and for that we need some things like we need div C++ because this is C++ compiler. It's a compiler and also IDE, and we also need this code blocks and XAMPP server. So these are the three things we need to connect a C++ code to database. And you can download all these from here. The link is in the description. We also need to download these files, lib mysql.dll, and these files .a extension .dll and headers files. So link is in the description. You can download this. And let's start the video. We will open code blocks. Remember, this is the 16.01 version. Some code blocks versions have little bit problems like linking MySQL to database, and you should download this version. This works perfect for communicating with MySQL database. We will create a new project, and console application will be next C++. We will give a name to it like CPP database. Okay, click next with default settings, and compiler is GNU C compiler. Okay, now the project has been created. You can click on view and manager. Here you will see CPP database, and it has folder source. Inside it has a main function, main program actually. Control S. We will try to run this code and see whether compiler is working or not. Hello world. So the compiler is working. I will cut this now, and I will start my XAMPP server. Click on start. Okay, now click on this MySQL. Okay, now we can write code. We need to include a header file, #include windows.h. After that, we'll include mysql.h. Remember, you have to keep this windows.h first before this MySQL database. We will also declare some global variables. Host name, constant character, username, okay. I have included all these variables, global variables, and I will explain you later when we will use them. inside main I will call a function connect database, and I will define this function here. This function will connect with my database. We will declare some variables here, mysql con, and con is equal to mysql underscore init. We initialize mysql, and we will use again this variable underscore real underscore connect terminate, and we will pass all these variables. First we need to pass this connection variable conn, comma, then we need to pass this host name, username, database, and port, unique socket, and client flag. We will check if con means if this connection will execute successfully, this connection variable will return an address, hexadecimal address. Otherwise, if this connection, if this query, if this function did not work, they will return 0 in con. So we will check if con cout connect to the database and L control save, and we will now go to admin and open MySQL PHP myadmin. And go to user accounts. Here you will see username, host name, password, global variables. We need to copy these, and we need to give this which has all privileges, anyone from these all privileges. So the host name is localhost, and username is root, password is nothing. So left this database name, This is the name of my database, cppdb, and port, we will get port from this. This is the ports 3306 3306, and unique socket is null, client flag 0. So these are the global variables where initialize this with host name, username, password, and database name, port, and unique socket. All these things globally. Control save and run this. No such file or directory. We need to include go to project and build options. Now click on linker, click add. We need to add MySQL file. This is the file libmysql, and this is the A type file. Click on this, keep a relative path yes, click OK. Now go to search directory, click on add and go to there. Here you need to go to the installation folder of dev C++. Go to C drive, and it should be in this program files, and here you can see dev C++. Now click on this compiler, this is actually compiler min gc, and click on this folder, single click on this folder includes, and click on OK. Keep relative OK, OK, and click on OK. Now control save and restart this. Okay, we need to fix some errors. No match for operator. Okay, this is the single error. Control save. Okay, if you face this type of error, this is saying the code execution cannot proceed because libmysql.dll was not found. Click on OK and then cut this. Go to the files which I have shown to download this file, libmysql.dll file. So I have already downloaded this. Click on downloads. You need to copy this, compress it, mysql to dll, and copy this. Copy. Go to the project directory, and the name of this project was cpp database. Click on this, click on bin debug and paste it here. Cut this now and let us run this again. Connect to database. We can also print the con variable to see what is in it. So I can just here print it, conn, control S save. Also here conn. Okay, click on run. Connect to database, and this is the hexadecimal address. Okay, if I will change this anything here, like I will change username to this and run this, failed to connect to database, and this is the 0 value actually. So we always check this con variable before connecting to database to see whether it has connected or not. So we can cut this now. Control save. Okay, now we will perform insertion in a database. Basically I will give you an overview of our table. This is the database and this is the database actually, and inside we have a users table. Inside it we have 1 2 3 4 fields, and there are some rows data in it, right? 17 rows on it. So we will write a function in C++ to insert into this database. Before writing an insertion operation, I want this function to return an address of this con variable. So I will write return type of this MySQL, and this will return type of it. After connect to database, I will return it, return CONN. Also here return CONN. Here we go to the function and we will store it in MySQL CONN also connection. Now we will write a insertion function. Insertion and we will pass this con variable address. Here we will define it. I have called this function and passed an address, and its parameter should be MySQL, and then inside this it will pass it. Before I start this, I will give an overview what is this function MySQL real connect and why we use these parameters. If I go to download folder which I downloaded, downloads, then go to compressed, and then this file. If I open this header file, and search MySQL underscore real, here you will see a function MySQL real connect, and this takes first parameter MySQL connection variable, that is con, and then it takes host address and user, password, database, port, Unix socket, and client flag. If you check data types, this is long character type and integer. That is why we use this all these variables here: character, constant, int, long, unsigned this. We will declare some variables here: int q state, and we will initialize with 0. Also we will string user name db and email db, password db. String variables are these, and I will write cout enter username Control S. Okay, I have used all these variables. I will take a user email ID, password, and username, and now I will use this. I will also declare string. The string stream ss, and we will use this store query ss, and inside it we will write a query insert into. Now I have to give table name, that is users, and I will show you first. This is the database name, and this users. This is a table name, and insert into users. Inside it I will give names of fields, that is id is auto increment, so I don't have to use it, and I have to use username, email, and password. Password, values. I have to start single quotes first, and again single quotes. Now inside these two single quotes I have to use double quotes, two double quotes, and inside double quotes I have to use plus, and inside plus I have to give name of this. First is username db, and email db, and password. I will write, just see carefully, username db. Okay, now enter comma, copy this all from single quote to single quote, copy, include this comma, and space, paste it, space, paste it. Now I have to change it to email db. Email db is actually variable. I am taking a value from user actually. Email db, and password db. Okay, this is the query, and this last comma I have to cut it. String query is equal to ss.str. I will convert it into string. Now const character, now we will run this query into database, and for that I will store query result in QState. QState is equal to mysql underscore query. Inside it we will pass connection variable, and we will pass q. I have used this if statement. If query is equal to 0, record inserted, otherwise fail to insert. This state will return 0 on successful run of this query, otherwise it will return non-zero value. So we can check it here. failure to insert. And now control save and run this. Okay, we have to include another file. Hash include s stream. Control save and let us run this again. Connected to database, enter username. I will write xxxx, enter email id xxxx @gmail.com, enter password xxx 1234. Okay, record inserted. If I go to database and refresh this first, see, you can see xxxx has been inserted in the database. Now we can also display this, and for this we will write, I will write a function call here, that is display. I will pass this connection variable con, and I can define this just here after this insertion, and I write display and parameter is MySQL type, MySQL con. Inside it I will write a function. I have declared two new variables. One is row and another is res. We will use them in functions. I will use if condition to check if this con variable contains any address or not. If con, else. Inside it I will write a query all query I will write it inside this if condition. I will declare a variable integer type q state state q state is equal to my SQL underscore query, and inside it I will write connection variable first, and another is query, that is select all from user table name, and I will check if q state if this query is successfully run on if this query is successfully run, then this q state will return 0 on successful, and if unsuccessful, non-zero value will be stored in this. We will check if not, since this will return 0 on successful, we have to use this not, and inside it I will use this res variable to store result. Res is equal to MySQL underscore store underscore result, and inside it I will write first is connection and only connection, and now also I will use another function, that is int count is equal to MySQL underscore num underscore fields, fields. Basically this will return a number of fields in a table, and I will pass this res variable mm, and inside it I will use while loop. I use while row is equal to mysql underscore fetch underscore rows. Inside it I will pass this rest variable, and inside this while loop we will print control s mysql fetch row, only row, and I will use for loop actually. For int I is equal to 0, terminate I is less than count, terminate I plus plus, and inside it I will write cout row of I, terminate. I will use actually tabs here. I will write tabs to have some tabbing, and I will also for a new line, and L, control save. In else part I will simply use cout, cout failed to fetch, control save. Now we will run this. I will exit it. Connect to database under username, abcd, email id abcd@gmail.com, password abcd1234. It's just saying row record inserted, and also this is displaying this is the id which is auto incremented, abcd@gmail.com and abcd12345678. So this is the display operation. This video is getting very long actually. In next video I will write function for deleting the database, deleting a record from a database. So thanks for watching. I have give it a little bit more modification, like I have used int c, and this if connection, this will basically check if a connection is successful, and inside it I have written cout enter number of operations, cout 1 for insertion, 2 for displaying, and 3 for exit. And then I have used a switch case to go through these options. In case 1 I have if the user enters 1, it will call this function insertion and go to op, again this function, again this block, it will jump to this code, this top from this top. And I have also used case 2 to display, and case 3 exit. So if I run this, I have used just a switch operation. Connect to database, enter number of numbers for operations. For example, if I write 2 to display, it should display this. It has displayed all these. Again, it has prompted me for different operations again. Enter numbers for operations. I will simply say 1. Now this is saying enter username. I will say a password a@of gmail.com and password a 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Click on enter. Now this is saying record inserted, and enter again this operation. Now I can exit by press keying 3 for exit. I will press 3 and this is exit. So this is the little bit. I have more added this code. In next video I will write a function for deleting into a database. Before exiting, I will try another. If I change this to this will not connect in our database, and if I run this again, this saying failure to connect to database, and all these operations like this is because we have used con variable. That is why these are not getting displayed in a failure database connection. Control Z and save. Thanks for watching.